Oliver! Oi! Where's he off to? You know, I just got off the train from a day trip to London. I went up there to the annual London Forex show. Basically, it's an event that they hold every year where brokers and other professional traders, they all get together, talk about trading in general, with the main focus, of course, being on the Forex market. Now, there's usually a good mix of speakers up there, pitching their wares, getting their faces out there. And this was no exception. Now, I usually take away some good nuggets as well when I go to these events. It sort of like opens my eyes up to what's going on in the industry. So it's well worth a trip. I met some really decent people this time with some very sound products, if truth be told. One thing I did notice this year, there was a definite lack, or should I say shortage, of those get-rich-quick folk, perhaps maybe with a minor exception. In the past, I've seen these companies out there at these events, and they're offering the ultimate solution to your trading dreams. Courses for sale for thousands and thousands of dollars. And I've always really had a bit of disdain for that. You know, what are you paying these thousands of dollars? Sometimes $5,000. I've seen some courses there for $10,000. What, to be told how to draw support and resistance? You know, to be told how to read candlestick charts. Basically stuff that you can get from any good book or free on YouTube. And of course I know all about that. I put lots of free content on YouTube. A lot of it's good stuff, but you don't need to go and pay for it. It's all there for everyone to see. So it's good to see that this trend is slowing at these events. Perhaps maybe because these get-rich-quick scammers, they've finally been rumbled. I don't know. So it did get me thinking, why do people buy these courses in the first place? You know, and I assume the people that buy these courses are either in two categories. Either they have tried to navigate the markets in the past and they've lost a boatload of cash in the meantime. They've finally given up trying to do it on their own. So they think by spending $5,000 on a trading course is going to be the answer. Or you've got those people that literally have no idea at all, and they get sucked in by the marketing of all the potential riches, how you can go tell your boss to go and jump in a lake, that you're now going to be a trader. Most people, let's face it, on this planet are in jobs that they don't really want to be, so they start looking for alternatives, and trading might be the obvious solution for many. But in reality, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think that is the best approach, taking one of these courses. Let me take you back to year 2000. I was out living in Asia working with the Singapore Futures Exchange. Every weekend I'd fly over to the Philippines where I was learning to fly. I eventually took my single engine seaplane license out there just outside of Manila. Now, do you think I would have got into an airplane, take off on my first solo flight, having just read how to fly in a book? Absolute no chance. It would be madness to do that, as I'm sure you would agree. And that basically is the same for trading. Do you think you can pick up and learn to trade just from a course? $1,000 course, $5,000 course, or what have you? I think you'll agree that is not the best approach. You know, the most difficult aspect of learning to trade is you. You are your own worst enemy. Now, for those of you that know anything about trading at all, you'll know that there are basically three pillars that make up a trader. Basically three legs to the stool, if you like. First of all, you've got the strategy itself. Well, they're easy to come by. Then you've got the risk management, of course, very, very important. And then thirdly, the psychology. That is the most difficult part of trading. It's why I think that the only way traders are going to achieve any degree of success in this business is by surrounding yourself with other like-minded traders. Others that are in the exact same position as you. Believe me, if you think you're struggling with trading, you are not alone. There are so many people out there that have the exact same problem that you have. No matter what problem it is, there's someone else experiencing it as well. So believe me, if you think you're struggling with trading, you're not alone. Everyone, no matter where you are, has been through the exact same problem in the past. The issues that you're going through, others are going through as well, if not have been through it and come out the other end. And today I'm going to prove that very fact to you. I'm going to give you an exclusive look inside our live trading room. Now, we've literally got thousands of members that have or are in exactly the same position as you, making the same mistakes. But over time, many have overcome their issues. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a sample of the personal chats that I get each and every day with our members. Now, I'm pretty sure by the end you'll be nodding at the screen and you'll be saying, yeah, I do the same as that. Yeah, I have that problem. Yeah, that's the same issue that I face. Hopefully then the light bulb will go off and you'll see that you're not alone in this business, and that's where we're here to help. Hopefully the light bulb's going to go off and you'll say it's now time to do something about it. Now let's go and find that pug and get back to the screens. Okay, so before we get on to the screens, let me just remind you to subscribe to the channel if you don't already do so. Don't forget now to hit that little bell notification. Remember, that's the way you're going to get notified the moment my next video has been released. You can follow us on Instagram and of course on Facebook. And if you follow us on Facebook, you can tune in live every Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. London time, for a live event where we discuss trading opportunities for the week ahead. Come on, let's jump onto the screens. Okay, so here we are now on the homepage. Here you can see we are rerunning my latest stream. Went about 30 minutes ago, this one, discussing trading opportunities for the day ahead. As you know, we stream live around the clock 5 or 6 times a day. So no matter where you are in the world, there's always a stream just around the corner. Over here to the right, you'll see all the different members in the room. And if you go to live chat, you can see all the different chat that's going on at the moment, discussing possible trade setups and so forth. Now over here you'll see is where I access all my personal chats. It's basically where the members are interacting with me on a one-to-one basis. It's like having your own personal mentor sitting by you throughout the trading day, asking general questions about trade setups, risk analysis, everything that's basically trade related. If you have a question or an issue, I can pretty much guarantee it's not unique. I have pretty much covered it all and cover it all most days with our members. So don't feel that you're alone with any issues or problems that you may have. So let's now look at a sample. Now, I don't mean to pick on anyone in particular or make fun of anyone. Every question is basically relevant and basically valid. So we can all learn from these questions, and that's what I want to highlight to you today. If you are already a member of the room and you see your question pasted here, then please don't take offense. I'm not picking on you. Please take it as a compliment. No, we can all learn from this. Okay, so first up, let's look at this one. It says, "Hi Andrew, I loved your stream earlier today. I took the sell trade in the pound against the Japanese yen, showing a nice profit, but I now think it looks as though it's going back up. Should I just take my profits now before they vanish? Looking forward to your next stream." Now, this is a classic question that we get asked all the time. People place their trades, they put in their stop loss, they put in their take profits. They get excited because the market is moving in their favor. All markets move up and down and sideways, of course. The worst thing you can do as a trader is to pip watch. You don't want to be watching every gyration move of the market. Nothing worse than seeing your profits evaporate and go back into break even, or indeed worse, loss. But my advice is to you is don't watch every gyration of the market. Let the market do its thing. This is the fear factor coming in, the biggest emotion that many traders are fighting. The fear of giving back profits. Cut it out. You've heard the expression, set and forget. I suggest if you're starting off in trading, you should place your trades, set your stop loss, set your profit targets, and leave it alone. Now, this is an unfortunate one. It says, "Hi Andrew, I'm in a terrible mess with gold and Australian US dollar, very minus and not willing to make such a huge loss. Was looking for help on how to manage the trade." Now, I remember this one. It came in the public chat while I was streaming live, so I reached out to this lady. In fact, we did speak straight after the stream as well, and I put her right. But it's a classic case of entering a trade without an exit strategy. When you're trading, you should always have a plan. You wouldn't walk into a room with no exit doors. Why would you walk into a trade with no plan of how you're going to exit? Every time you make a trade, no matter if it's Forex or whatever trading entity, always have a plan on how you're going to exit the trade. You never want to be in a situation where the trade is getting worse and worse and worse
and no plan to get out. Pleased to say she did get out, cut the loss, and it worked out to be a cheaper cut had she stayed in the trade for longer. Often the case. Now this one, not so much of a problem, but more of a question. It says, I'm new member and beginning at trading. I watched all your videos and indeed helped me understand so many things, especially compound growth and risk management. Very, very important. This question is about MT4. That's the trading platform we often use. It says basically once he's placed his stop loss and take profit targets, can he shut down his PC? Very good question. I'm pleased to see that this member is placing his stop loss and profit targets. He's thinking about exiting the trade before he even enters the trade, so it is a valid question. He thinks it's a stupid question. It's not. I get asked it quite a lot actually. Nope. And the answer is you can turn off your PC once you've set your stop loss and profit targets using the MT4 platform. But good to see that you benefited from the videos, and great to see that you're planning your exits before you even enter the trade. So well done you. Okay, so this is a classic issue that we have with many new members for the first time. It's basically doubting your strategy. He says, hi Lord Lockwood, sorry to bother you, but just continuing from my message I sent while you were just streaming this morning, all my Aussie trades using the propulsion strategy hit stop loss. Basically goes on to say he did everything right as well using the 280R pullback, support and resistance. Could you tell me what went wrong so it doesn't happen again, please? Goes on to say he doesn't understand why he messed up so bad. So as I say, this is a classic case of not understanding your strategy. Every strategy, no matter what strategy it is, will have losing trades. Don't assume that every time you trade a strategy that it's going to work. You're going to have wins and you're going to have losses. If you think that every time you lose it's a bad trade, you're wrong. Bad trades are when you don't follow your rules. Good trades are when you follow your rules. Oddly enough, you'll often hear me say a good trade can be a winning trade or in fact a losing trade. A good trade is when you follow your rules. So in answer to this question from this member was you didn't do anything wrong. You followed your rules. It does happen. The only thing I would say on this one, in fact, I remember speaking to him afterwards, was saying that basically he had too much exposure in one particular currency, all against the Australian dollar. When you're trading currencies, you should always make sure you don't have too much correlation to one particular currency. Otherwise, if the currency does go against you, you're going to lose on multiple fronts. So you want to avoid that. Okay, so let's end up by looking at this member. A couple of questions in here, a couple of comments. Well, quite a few comments actually. It says here, thank you for your stream early today. I feel I'm learning so much and it's great to have you holding our hands. What time of the day do I think it's best to trade? Okay, and I've gone on to reply here, well, the most liquid time, of course, are the European and the US markets when they're open. The overlap is normally good. But there are some great opportunities in the Asian session. The Asian currencies, such as the Australian and the New Zealand dollar, bit of a typo there, are the more active clearly in the Asian session. And he goes on to say, thank you so much, love you. I love you too. Okay, lastly he says here, I'm loving your work. Thank you so much for holding my hand. I presume it's hand again. I have one question for you. Do you think I should be better trading the lower time frames or the higher time frames? I love your 5-minute scalping strategy, but I find it's controlling my life. I really get asked this question all the time. What is the best time frame to trade? And my answer is basically this. The biggest problem that you're going to start off by having to deal with is the emotions. I mentioned that in the beginning when I was sitting on the bench there in the park. The emotional side of trading is the hardest to master. So if that is the case, which I believe to be the case, why would you start on the 5-minute scalping chart? Why would you be down there with all that noise, buying and selling, entering, getting it wrong, getting it right? All those emotions are enhanced when you're trading on the lower time frames. So I suggest you start off by using the higher time periods. And when you're confident at the higher time periods, when you know that you can control your emotions, then you can move down. But lastly, I want to mention this. It's controlling your life. If trading is controlling your life, then you are definitely doing something wrong. You've often heard the similarity drawn between gambling and trading. Well, if trading is controlling your life, then you're verging on the gambling mentality, and that can be very, very dangerous. Don't let the markets control your life. So my advice to this member is to start on the higher time frames, master those, and then work your way down. I will say this, trading the higher time frames is not as exciting as trading the lower time frames. But remember, trading should not be exciting. And indeed, if it's excitement that you're looking for, then I suggest maybe you reconsider. Now, we do have a number of strategies that we teach in our live trading room over at forexsignals.com. One in particular is a day trading strategy. We call it the naked day trading strategy. It's a reversal strategy looking for turning points at high probability levels. So we do this on the daily chart. We've also got an expert advisor. You can plug it into your MT4 trading platform. It does all the hard work for you. So that's a great day trading strategy. We've also got other strategies looking at the 1 hour and the 4 hour time periods as well. Trend following strategies. Again, if you want to sample these, do come over to join us at forexsignals.com. You can take out the 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, then of course you don't have to stay, but I'm sure you will.
Okay, so I hope you found that useful. Hopefully you realise now that you're not alone in this business. Any problems or issues you're facing, chances are I've seen it 1,000 times before. But the best way to overcome these problems is to surround yourself with people that have been in the same situation as you, with mentors such as myself to hold your hand along the way. Now, if you want to take part in the Forex Signals community, you can do so by taking a 7-day free trial. Click the link below. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. No strings attached. Now, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to leave a comment. Either way, I'd love to hear from you. You can always subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. You'll be notified the moment my next video has been released. Follow us on Instagram and of course on Facebook. And if you follow us on Facebook, you can tune in every Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. at London time, where I stream live discussing trading opportunities for the week ahead. In the meantime, happy trading and good luck.